Good evening. I'm News Center Maine meteorologist Jason Nappy tracking the temperatures here the next several days, and we have a heat wave coming. Here it is, 74 degrees Monday. That's the last day of it being relatively mild. And then we jump right into the 90s, 3 days in a row away from the coast. And that is a legitimate heat wave for the first time since August of 2022. And then we do cool off a little bit for the weekend, 85, and then eventually, well, Friday, and then we get down to the 80s and 70s as a backdoor cold front's going to come through. So it's one more day of nice weather. Really, it's the day of preparation for the excessive heat that's going to begin Tuesday away from the coast and through Wednesday and Thursday. Heat indices will reach up to 105 degrees away from the coastline. And that's where, especially about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon through the early evening, it will be extremely difficult and dangerous for certain groups, especially like older Mainers, infants, small and young children, people with medical conditions. So be very aware of that going forward. For right now, it is all clear. Nothing on radar. Temperature is very mild here. We have the onshore flow, 63 Portland, away from the coast, 74 in Freiburg. We don't have the sea breeze penetrating that far inland. 68 in Rangeley. You see here Eastport not checking in. Wesley at 75, Holton 74. Nice southwest breeze coming in for Rockland at 66. Fair weather clouds, especially over southern Maine tonight. We're not going to see an incredible amount of cloud cover statewide. Those clouds will kind of fade away, but hold for southern Maine, western Maine. And then into Monday, follow along here on the timestamp. See clouds. I could see a shower or two up in basically northern Maine, but that's it. A few showers and sprinkles, Coos County, New Hampshire. But really, Monday is a more clouds than Sunday. Temperature is relatively mild. And then into Monday evening, watch what happens here. A warm front's going to lift, and it's going to be on the warmer side as we get into late Monday and early Tuesday away from the coastline once again. But that's not really the main event just yet. I'll take you to Tuesday here. I'll stop it at noon. Watch what happens. These numbers here are going to jump off the map a bit. Rockland 67 onshore flow, but look at Augusta and Lewiston, already mid-80s. This is by noon. Anytime you have a heat wave, temperatures by noon got to get to those mid-80s because after that we get to the 90s here. Away from the coastline, look at Freiburg, Sanford, Rangeley, Waterville, Bangor, getting up into the mid-80s, and that is going to be in the early evening time too. A lot of that rain's going to miss. I could see a couple little areas here in cells hitting the crown of Maine, but that's pretty much it. Into Wednesday, it gets even hotter, wind southwest at this time, and by 8 o'clock in the morning, it's already 83 in Sanford before 9 o'clock. And then as we get through the day, those temperatures are going to jump, all because of this big ridge. It's a classic heat wave setup here. Trough out west, ridge here in the east here. It's like a heat dome. It'll begin control, and it's going to pump around that high pressure, that southwest wind, which we need for a heat wave. And just the hour-by-hour air temperatures, this does not include the humidity, is going to feature up to mid-90s. Now, these are raw numbers, not exact predictions, but it gives you a very good idea on what the models are trending at, which is a lot of heat not going anywhere. Thursday, even more heat. You see, run for 99 in Sanford. That is, once again, without the humidity, okay? And this is by 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. I'm going to add the humidity of what it's going to feel like. This is why it gets dangerous, close to 105 for almost, you see a statewide situation here, except for the immediate coastline. Okay, so don't take these numbers as 100% true. This is the model trying to predict things several days out. But the theme here and the trend is for dangerous levels of heat for several hours during the day, Wednesday and even on Thursday here. So it's going to feel like more than 100 degrees. So if you have trouble with things like any medical conditions or you know some older Mainers, need to check on them whenever it gets this hot. I'll explain heat index now. With low humidity, no problem here. So you have a temperature that's 85, it feels like 85. That's when the temperature is in the mid-80s. This is going to be hotter, but you get the idea. Drier air, it allows your sweat to evaporate. This cools the body. It's a natural process. What happens with high humidity is different here. The moist air is going to limit that sweat evaporation here, so your body struggles to cool off. It makes it feel hotter and more uncomfortable. So imagine 85, but it feels like 92. Unfortunately, it's going to feel a lot hotter as we get into this week. So for the Mariners, this is for tomorrow, seas at 3 to 4 feet and wind southwest 10 to 15. Okay, no small craft up, a very nice day out on the water. And here goes the heat wave. Inland, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hot and very humid all 3 days. Lows are going to be in the 70s. We won't cool off that much on Thursday morning. We cool off as we get into the weekend. Rainy and cooler by Sunday. You see in the coast, a little different story. I'm not going to go with the heat wave. I'm not going to go full 90s. I can see it happen, but I do expect a strong southwest wind. So those exposed beaches and locations with the southwest wind are not going to head to those upper and mid 90s, but it's still going to be hot. It's still going to be incredibly humid for sure. And here come the thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with showers and cooler. I thank you for watching. Full update coming up tonight at 11 o'clock on the news.